Well, the Friday cheer was real. We saw a solid move by the Nifty, especially at the fag end of the session. We clocked a high, just now closed just off the highs, in fact. So 2.4% higher on the Nifty 50. We breached 23,900 and held on. So we've gone all the way from 23,500, sub 23,500. to now 23,900 plus. So it's a very solid day. 550 plus points logged in, but that's on the benchmark itself. Let's pull up the weekly chart on the Nifty as well, because a lot of the pressure at the start of this week would have likely gotten reversed today, which is clearly a positive, and we start next week on a slightly better footing. That's how the week has gone. We're in fact up 1.25% for the week. So no complaints even on a weekly basis. Let's though talk about the Nifty 50 counters, and let's pull up the heat map. Try and see how it shaped up, because right towards the end you had pretty much 50 out of 50 stocks trading in the green. And let's see how we've kind of closed on that one. There you go, just about Bajaj Auto down around 0.4 odd percent, but outside of that, a sea of green that you can see. 4% on an SBI, maybe a solid 4% even on a Bajaj Finance. So the financials leading the pack. Some Tata Group stocks, Titan, TCS, Tata Consumer, Trent as well, part of that list, 3% plus higher. You had ITC doing fairly well as well. Reliance up 3.4 odd percent. All of those really aiding the index. Of course, heavyweights like Reliance, ITC really helping the index on a day like this. And far and few in terms of losers, and therefore clearly no negative contributories on the index. Now let's pull up the Nifty mid cap and small cap, and let's pull them up first intraday and then see it for the week gone by. The intraday chart was far more tempered where the mid cap and small cap indices were concerned. 1% higher on the Nifty mid cap. The small cap too around 1% or so higher. And let's pull up the weekly charts for both of those if we can. And you know, the perspective that we get is that markets are seeing a bit of a recovery. 1.7% higher on the Nifty mid cap, and the Nifty small cap too seeing gains of 1% or thereabouts for the week gone by. Pretty much all of those gains clocked in today, by the way. Now, just pulling up the sectoral heat map and seeing how secular the gain was last, before which we look at the advanced decline after this. But look at the sectors. Pretty much everything 1% plus higher, barring the Nifty media. Pretty much all sectors. Nifty IT having a field day, 3.3% higher, largely led by TCS, Infosys, both of which were up 3+%. The Nifty Realty's second consecutive day of gains, despite a weekday yesterday did well, has continued to do well even today. So definitely positive cues coming from there. But otherwise, an overall positive day. Let's look at the advanced decline, which was 3:1, largely in favor of the advances. So not as good on the broader end of the spectrum as on the benchmark, but the benchmark did very well today.